You wake up, go to work, scroll on your phone, maybe you go to the gym, and then you repeat. But do you actually feel alive? Think back to when you were a kid. Everything felt so real, so vivid, so exciting. Life felt like an adventure. And even the most simple activities would be so memorable. So what actually changed, and how are we gonna fix that? My name is Israel. My friends call me Logan. If you're new here, all I do is I teach you how to actually improve your life in a very practical, basic way, cutting out all the BS that you're gonna hear nowadays, where people try to sugarcoat everything or they try to make themselves sound like such a guru that never messes up, that's perfect. We don't do that over here. I just like to keep it chill and just tell you what actually works. I'm so excited because I'm gonna teach you how you can actually live a life that is just as exciting as when you were a kid. It's gonna be full of energy, full of life, because chances are you're not really in danger, you're doing decently well for yourself, but you don't feel alive. Think back to those few moments in life when you actually felt alive. Maybe it was like at 2 a.m., you were hanging out with some buddies, or just those very random moments where life just feels so good. And I know you know what I'm talking about because it'll make you feel really good at the moment. And those things are hard to come by. You're like, okay, that doesn't happen too often, but dang, I felt good tonight. Your life can feel like that almost all the time. Think back to when you were a kid, life felt amazing. Everything felt so interesting. Everything was an adventure. All the stuff was new. Even the most simple things would bring you so much joy and peace, and you'd be so excited for it. I know you're probably thinking, yeah, Israel, it's because I didn't have any bills back then and I had no worries and yada, 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 yada. So if you're a pessimist, obviously that's going to come into account. I teach you how to actually have that youthful energy that actually will make you feel happy to be alive. You're not just going to be surviving anymore. You're actually going to be living. So I want you to keep this in mind. Presence. Presence is the elixir of life. As a kid, you were super present. That is why when you would see something, you would analyze it. You know, you'd look at a crayon, you'd smell a crayon, you'd break it apart. You'd have so much random input from just a little crayon. And that's just one little piece. Think about it as a kid, you were so present because you weren't thinking about the future. You weren't thinking about the past. You were just living in the present moment. And in case you don't know this, the present and the past technically do not exist. Only thing that exists is right now. So you were actually better as a kid being present than you are now. As you grew older, you had dirt fall on you and you're pretty much programmed and conditioned to always be worrying about the future and the past. So by actually being present, you're gonna enjoy life so much. Just trust me on this. The few times where life has felt amazing and has felt great is because you were present. You weren't on your phone. You weren't worried about the future, the past. You were so busy in whatever it was that you were doing that it felt amazing. Whether it was with friends, maybe you're doing something fun, maybe you were skateboarding, skydiving, whatever the case may be, you were there. You were alive. You're living in the present moment. That's also why people love to drink. Other than the fact that people gain a lot of confidence when they drink, able to actually be present when you drink. That's why people usually aren't so much on their phones or they're watching a movie or they're with friends. It helps them socialize, get out of their shell, be present in the moment. You're actually going to be present. Number one, stop being on your phone. That is the biggest and best thing that I could give you. It's even better than meditation, which most people would probably disagree with. But the reason that your brain is scattered everywhere and you're never present is because you're always on your phone. There you can see a billion different things, a billion different places, especially if you're scrolling on TikTok, Instagram. You're scrolling. That's so much different information that you're getting. So it's like, if you can just see all this information and all this stuff that's overloading your mind, why would you ever want to be in the present moment? If you can just be on your phone and be in a bunch of different realities and worlds of things that you're literally seeing. Stop being on your phone and start to meditate as well. Meditating does help so much because it brings you back to the present moment and brings clarity. Another thing that goes hand in hand with this, a big problem that people have nowadays, and I know you've noticed it, is everybody wants to be nonchalant. Everyone wants to be so badass, so cool. They want everyone to, I don't even know like what people are calling it nowadays, but pretty much they want to come off as fucking sick. So everyone always tries to hide all their emotions. They're just trying to play it off as cool. Like, shit, I don't care about anything. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just chilling. I don't even want to be here. That is so lame. That is so lame. One thing that makes life so fun, right? I always say this, being kind of goofy, being wholesome, that stuff is fun. That That stuff feels homey. When you're a little bit cringe, a little bit goofy, yeah, maybe you're not gonna be like the coolest person ever. But who cares? You just wanna live and have some fun. Like get out of your shell, be kind of goofy, say things that will make you laugh, say things that will make other people laugh, do something that's fun. Most of the time, the reason people don't have any fun nowadays is because they try so hard to be nonchalant, cool, act like they don't give a fuck about anything. So obviously you're taking life out of there, trying to be nonchalant. So I give you permission to be kind of goofy, right? Be kind of goofy, be fun, be wild. Obviously, just use some common sense. I know you're probably thinking, oh, but Israel, people aren't going to respect me if I'm goofy and fun. You can literally switch it, right? If you actually are in a situation where you need to be serious, you can literally switch it like that. I mean, it's not like you have to be goofy forever. Just be chill most of the time. For example, obviously, let's say that you're at some sketchy place and some sketchy dude is there. Switch to like, okay, I'm going to be nonchalant and serious because I need to be. It's fine. But how often does that really happen? I consider myself pretty goofy. I like to make people laugh and I like to have fun. I don't take myself super serious. But if I have to, I will. And I have that mean Mexican look. So if I just, have to be serious for a little bit, I'll just keep my face straight. I also have like, a pretty funny like walk. So people will not notice. But then once you get to know me, you're like, oh, he's chill. Not that deep, You don't have to be nonchalant all the time. That's another reason why people also love alcohol. You can be goofy and funny and have a good time. And then people are like, damn, you were really wild last night. It was not like yourself. Like, what was going on? And you're like, don't worry. I was just drunk. They're like, got it. It's an excuse for them to be and do what they actually want to do, which is just not take yourself so serious, Also, start doing things for the sake of doing things. Like if you want to do something, go and do it. Chances are if you're in the self-improvement niche or you just are constantly in hustle mode, because that's the modern age for you, you always do things with the preconceived notion of, what am I going to get if I do this? So I'm going to work out because I'm going to get bigger. I'm going to do this because I'm going to gain this. Just do things for fun. Do things because you just want to do it. Go and paint. Go and skate. Go and dance. Go and try out, do whatever you want to do. But it doesn't always have to be attached with, okay, well, how is this going to benefit my life? Am I going to make more money? Am I going to get more clout? Are more girls going to like me? Are more guys going to like me? No, just do it because you want to do it. It's fine. It's fun. It's good. Like that's what life is all about. Just do what you want to do and actually feel and experience things. It's so awesome and such a beautiful thing to do. The last piece of advice that I have for you is just live a life of adventure. Obviously, you don't have to do anything crazy and get yourself into crazy amount of trouble. Live a life of adventure. Chances are you have the same routine. So you probably do the same thing 7 days a week, and then you multiply that times 4 for the whole month. You just copy and paste your whole week. So obviously, how much fun is that going to be really? If you know exactly how your life is going to go, what's the fun in that? There's no risk, there's no adventure, there's nothing new in your life. So obviously life is going to feel so bland and pointless. If you actually implement these things that I just told you, life is going to start to feel like if you were a kid again. It's the modern age. You've been conditioned to do all this stuff, but I am teaching you. One thing you can do is watch the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. See the energy that guy has in the movie. You can tap into a little bit of that energy and just live a life of adventure, Try something new. Maybe try a different menu item. Do dares with your friends. It's always fun. I always like to do dares with my friends, or sometimes I'll even do this. I'll be like, yo, you want me to try this out? Do you dare me to? And then they'll be like, yeah. And then I'll do it just for the fun of it, because that's what makes life fun. Sometimes, when we play soccer or some sport, I like to do bets in it with like some crazy random, maybe embarrassing bet. Do I gain anything out of it? No, but it's fun. Like life is supposed to be an adventure. Life is supposed to be new, and you're supposed to experience and feel new things. Give yourself permission to just do new things. Try out new things for the sake of it. Even if you get embarrassed, even if you may come off as lame, even if it's not the conventionally popular thing to do, who cares? It's your life. Try this out and you're going to feel like a kid again. Because children, right? They don't care if you think they're lame or not. They just want to have a good time. They just want to watch the movies that they want to watch. They want to play with their toys. They want to, go and hang out with their friends and, race, see who's the fastest. just for the fun of it. Give it a shot and watch your life. You're gonna start feeling like you're just surviving and you're actually gonna start living. And the neat thing about this is it doesn't require you to be super rich or have a bunch of free time. It just requires you to have, to tap into that energy, that childlike energy that you were literally born with. Keep this in mind. You were born with this energy. You were just conditioned by this. You were just conditioned by this reality in this world. Become so serious and nonchalant and like, oh, that's so immature. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I want to be immature sometimes and have fun. Oh, it's so immature that I did a barrel roll randomly or that I did like a cartwheel at the park. I mean, I'm 21, so it's not that crazy to do yet. But even if I was like 40, I don't care. I don't want to be mature. If being mature just means having a boring ass life, I don't want to be mature. And I can switch it. Like, let's say I'm in a business call. Okay, cool. Serious mode. Hey, how's it going? My name is Israel. How easy it is. I don't have to be mature all the time. Yeah, I hope this helps. Implement it. Really just try it out and watch your life become fun and real again. Reject the modern age.